Hey guys, Blaze here, and this is the official end of Month of Digimon, the first impression video of Digimon All-Star Rumble. I bought this game when it came out in Europe, because Digimon fan here, gotta get the game when it comes out, and I played it the same day that I got it. So I played it a bit more now, and I've basically tried out everything I can with the game. I haven't tried out all characters because there's not really much difference. So I'm gonna try and make this first impression video not too long because I'm all about by myself. But I'm also gonna try and establish the things that I kind of want to talk about for it. So I'm gonna start with positive things. So the game is basically just a 4-player battle mode, like 4-player fighting game, and it's it works really well in that regard. Like you can move around in a 3D plane, but you can still like jump around and stuff, and you have a bunch of like combo moves and everything. Like if you press XXX and then B, you do a special combo. Or you press XXBB, you do another combo, or BXXX, and it's like that. Or if you press RB and X, RB and B, I mean, at the same time you do a special move. And the Y button is like a special move like Petrify or something like that. Petrify is not even the right name. That's the yeah, whatever. So the characters, the roster is pretty basic. Like the characters are, let me see here. It's Agumon, Gabumon, Shoutmon, Darulamon. That's 4 characters. Those are your starter characters, by the way. After that, you can get what are those? Biyomon, Tanimon, Gomamon, Gatomon, Vmon, Wormmon, Gyomon, and Impmon. So the total amount of characters are 12 characters, and they all have their own basic moves and even Digivolutions. And that's a pretty nice part there. Digivolving. You start off with one Digivolution for each Digimon. Like it can either be a Champion, Mega, Ultimate, Mega Champions, Ultimate. No, what I'm saying, that is or I'm whatever. That's you start off with one Digivolution for each Digimon, and if you play the story mode and beat the game with that Digimon, you unlock another one. So like Agumon and Gabumon has Omnimon. Shoutmon has, I think it's Shoutmon Cross 4. I don't remember. Impmon and Darulamon has Shoutmon Cross 5B, which is my favorite, but I wish it was Cross 4B, but whatever. Besides that, their starters are, if I remember correctly, in the same order that I counted up earlier. It's Wargreymon, Melogarurumon, Omni Shoutmon. I think it's no, yeah, I think that one's Shoutmon. I think the Rollmon becomes Shoutmon on the Cross 4. I don't know what Shoutmon's second version stuff. Anyway, after that it's one I don't really know the name of, but it's like this golden bird thing for Biyomon. Tanimon becomes Mega Kabuteramon, obviously, and Gomamon, once again, I have no idea what it's called, but it's kind of like this little. Oh, how to explain it? No, I don't know how to explain it. I'll just put up a picture right here. Gatomon has. That's a really good question because I don't even remember that name. I know what it is. It's like in my head, but I don't know the name. Once again, there it is. There we go. Vmon gets XVmon, which it kind of works. Wormmon gets Stingmon. Gyomon gets I think it's Wargrowlmon, and Impmon gets Bielsamon. So that's the basic Digivolutions. I haven't got all their new Digivolutions, but basically it's like Omnimon and Shoutmon Cross 5B and all that stuff. Yeah. As for the controls, they work really well. Like you control with the this is the PC version, by the way. Just want to point it out. So I don't know how the PS3 version works. You move around with the left analog stick. The right analog stick doesn't do anything at all, except if you press it down, you do a taunt. That's about it. The D-pad doesn't do anything, unless you're on a menu. You jump with the A button. You do regular attacks with the X button. You do special attacks with the Y button, and you do strong attacks with the B button. Once again, you can combine those buttons to do something special. You block with the RB button, and if you're being attacked or about to attack, you can press the LB button. If you're being attacked, you can like teleport away from them, but you need to have the amount of special points. I'll get to that in a moment. If you are attacking, I have no idea what it does. I've never tried it. The triggers don't do anything, but if you click the... Okay, I should stop there because I'm going to have to explain stuff here. Special points is basically what allows you to use special attacks, like the Y button. You have for like Xiaomon, you have Fiery Fastball, or for what's his face? Agumon, he has Pepper Flame or something like that. And that basically lets them use attacks, but it costs special points to use them, and you gain that by beating up your enemy. So there's a lot of beating up in this game. After that, you also have I guess you can call it evolution points. It's basically just this big circle. If you fill that up, you can Digiball by pressing both the LB and RB buttons. So not the triggers, the buttons. And that basically lets you evolve for a short period of time. If you fill that bar up once again while being Digivolved, press those buttons again, you do a special move and stuff. It's kind of like a Final Smash from Smash Brothers. So yeah. What else did I not mention? I think I mentioned control space and what to do. You can basically do what's it called? If you're in the air and you press the A button before you land, you can also do like this timed like fast jumping. Very useful if you're playing a slow character, because like characters like Wormmon and Gomamon are like the slowest character in the game. Anyway, that is the basic controls and the evolution stuff. You also have this card system. You can equip cards to specific Digimon, so it depends on their like type, their data, vaccine, virus, or all that. And these cards will have a specific percentage of if they will appear or not. I don't know if they ever go above 50%, but I might be wrong about that. And then they also have a like specific point of how strong they are. So like you can have like one attack. You can have one attack and one defense. You can like have an attack one that has like 1,000 power on it, and it appears 30% of the time. And you can have a defense one that appears 40% of the time and has 2,000 points on it, power on it. During a card battle, which randomly appears during combos, your attack and your opponent's defense cards go up against each other, and the winning card gets to use their special effects. It can either be like no effect at all, or it can be like increase this or decrease that. And my computer screen went dark, so I went dark as well. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is basically how the cards work. So they're useful, but they're kind of situational as well. I think that's... oh yeah, I haven't talked about the story mode yet. The story mode is basically that the Digimons are really bored of no longer be able to fight each other, so they decide to have a tournament and fight each other. Each Digimon joined for their own specific reasons, but I haven't seen all of their stories. The only one I saw all the way through was Tanimon, who is hilarious. I'm not going to spoil anything, so just play the game for yourself to know the story. Well, okay, I guess I kind of spoiled the special delusions, but whatever. The most fun part of the story is why the characters join and what happened to them in the end. That's what I'm not going to spoil. Anyway, So, I'll keep the game, like I'm trying to get some idea what to talk about. The story mode is basically, I think it's 7 or 8 levels you have to go through, and each level are either long or short or press hard, and you can fight a number of 2 types of Digimon. You can fight small Digimons, which are very easy to kill, or big Digimons, which take a little bit longer and they don't get flinched unless you're Digivolved. The point of playing through all these levels is to rank up like make sure you have rank up your health, make sure you don't lose too much, rank up your special points, and also rank up your evolution points, because at the end of every every single one of the what's called chapters, you get to fight a Digimon, which is always random depending on which Digimon you show. So like let's say you chose like Xiaomon, your first opponent will be Goemon. If you chose Eomon, your first opponent will be Biomon, like that. So you can, in a way, if you're good enough, you can like unlock all the characters in just 3 playthroughs. Because that's what I did. Anyway, what else is to talk about? Oh yeah, the story mode. So like, yeah. So basically, the reason why you had to go through like these areas is to get the points you need to beat the opponent, and then you get to fight in specific modes. It could be like point battle, where the point of the whole thing, no pun intended, is to beat up your opponent and get more points in them. Then you have stock battle, which is what I'm calling them, where you have what does it say? Basically, in the point battle, you get to fight your opponent. Like you have 3 lives, and you gotta take down your opponent's 3 lives, and simple as that, you win. And what else is there? That's 3 modes. One mode that don't show up in the in the story mode is metal battle. Basically, whenever you take down your opponent, a medal drops from them, and you pick that medal up, and you get 3 of them. I guess you call them tokens as well, but they call them medals in the game. And it's pretty broken, because the one who died can pick up its own coin and win like that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one. Then there's what else is there? There's damage battle. One of my favorite actually, because in damage battle the point is to beat up your opponent as much as possible and get more points from that. So like the whole point is to like take down your opponent many times, but at the same time kick their ass so much and you get points. It's awesome. In addition to that, there's also flag battle, which is the same thing basically, but you also get a flag. Picking up the flag will give you points occasionally, and the longer you have the flag, the more points you get. But the flag will like digivolve, I guess you can call it, or evolve, and it will be like giving you more points, but that way. I think, at least, because I have no clue how that thing works. I didn't see exchange shapes, so that's just what I'm assuming. What else is there? There's one more that I haven't talked about. Oh, what's that one called again? Oh god, oh no. Oh no. God damn it. What's that one called? Does it say the back of the box? No? No. There's the manual. Nope. Okay, I forgot what the last one was. Come on, you gotta think about it. Come on. Like you said, there's 6 modes, come on. Time battle, stock battle, metal battle, damage battle, flag battle. Come on, what's the last one? Oh god damn it, I forgot. Oh, bomb battle, got it. Alright, bomb battle is basically, it's the same thing as stock battle, except now you have a bomb behind you, and the more you get hit, the faster the bomb will explode, but when the bomb do explode, instant kill for you, you're dead, and you lose the stock. So the whole point is to make sure that your opponent blows up before you do, 3 times. I've never actually beat that mode without dying once, by the way, as far as I can remember. So, anyway, that's basically all the modes of the game, and basically all the things we talk about. Now let's get to the disappointments. The game has a pretty bad frame rate. Well, not too bad, but it like barely ever goes to 60 frames per second. It's like Sonic 06. I hate to say that. It's like Sonic 06 where it always drops down to like 30 or 40 like that. And I swear to God, the lowest I ever got is like 30 frames per second. And the highest I barely ever get is like 50. So it's rare to see the game run in 60 frames per second. Like it depends on what's on the screen and like how many models are on the area. And if it's not too much, it will be like low. Like it will be more frame rates with that. Like it doesn't have to process too much. But it's like that's something you catch in playtesting, and that's what kind of bothers me. So yeah. In addition to that, I don't really like some points of this game. Like sometimes I feel like the game is a little bit too cheap, because in the story mode, some of the areas are not really like it's like they just chose one character and made the story mode based on that one character. Because if you play like the game as Vmon, he is only close combat. You're gonna have a hard time against the the big enemies, because they're long range as well. Like I can't explain how long it took for me to just beat the story mode as Guilmon and Vmon, especially Guilmon. Oh my god, the final level. No spoilers, but fuck the final level. Okay, but yeah, so the game is pretty sheep hard. It's not supposed to, like, eventually you do get like good at it. You beat it no problem. Like I can probably play the game again and have no trouble with it. Yeah, like that's the problem with that. I also find it a little bit underwhelming, especially with the roster. The roster was really lame. Seriously, 6 Digimons from the first season, and only 2 from 02, Tamers, and Fusion. There's nothing from Frontier or Sabers, or Data Squad, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing for those 3. And that is what bothers me, especially when they actually show cards from Digimons from Young Hunters, the one that's still in Japan. Like, one of the cards you can get is a Gundramon card. Like, why? I thought this was made for the American audience. What if like a kid who doesn't know who Gundramon is? Like, what the hell? So like, I feel like the roster is really not the best roster ever, and I feel like also they could have like tweaked a little bit on the combat system, because sometimes I feel like a few characters are too overpowered than the others. Like if you're playing as Ipmon, you are way too powerful. Like your basic Y attack is a homing attack. Like no, like it's homing missiles basically. Like you shoot 2 fireballs and they home into your enemy. Everything he does is basically long ranged. And if you're fighting someone like Vmon who's only close ranged, well, good fucking luck. You're not gonna win. If you're Vmon, you're not gonna win. In addition to that, I don't know. It's just like the game could have been a bit much better than what it was. Because like there's many, like, especially for the roster and the frame rate, and also sometimes I feel like the story mode didn't even hold up very well. Like everything is so linear. Sorry about that again. Everything in the story mode is very like linear. Like if you're going to do, every time you play the game, it basically shows you what to do. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do here? Oh shit, there's something blocking my way. Oh, okay, I just have to go over there, and then I push a switch, and then I can go through there. And like it's not really that challenging, except for one level. One level is the only level that's not it's the only level that's not linear, and it's only because you have to go right before you go left, and the game doesn't tell you about that. That is one exception, and it's not really much. It's a short level anyway. Like seriously, you beat it no problem. Anyway, yeah. I try not to spoil too much, but I guess I kind of have to do it anyway. Alright, from now on, spoilers. If you don't want to see any more or hear spoilers, click away the video now. Alright, so in the final level, or basically at the end of each like story mode, depending on which character you get, you either the opponent you fight will get possessed, and you find out that the Digimon has been affected by a virus, and you have to go kill it virus. So you basically, instead of sending everyone besides you, literally sending everyone against this thing, they only send you. You're the only one who gets to go there. Have good luck. And the final level is way too fucking hard. Like, I had no problem going through it as Xiaopon. Like, I didn't even die once as Xiaopon. Except to be one, but that's expected. That's where I feel like they didn't base levels on to work with all characters, because Xiaopon, there's one point in the in the final level, you can fight hordes of enemies. Like you can fight like 2 big enemies, like and all that stuff. Like you fight every single big enemy in the game. The last one gives you 3 big enemies and like 2 small enemies. One of those big enemies is a freaking asshole, Itimon, by the way, that's what his name is. And I think I was on 8 mods, if I remember correctly. I'm just going from memory here. I died so many fucking times as Digimon on that one part. And worst part is, there's no checkpoints. Not a single checkpoint for the entire level. You have to go through the whole thing without dying. And you can guess how angry I was at the very end. Like, oh my god, that was bullshit. Once again, like, it's just, sometimes I feel like they could have done something much better there. And also, if you find the first time you're fighting the final boss, you might have a lot of trouble there because he can constantly teleport, and you only have 1 stock. Like it's a stock battle with only 1 health. You are Digivolved, by the way, so it's like a Digivolved battle against each other. So like it'll be like Omni Xiaopon against whatever Xiaopon fights. I forgot. Bear with me. Or it can be like War Greymon against Omnimon and all that stuff. Like the first time you fight them, you're basically gonna have a hard time because they can teleport, they can kick your ass, and you're gonna die. Until you find a way to exploit the AI. If you keep blocking, the opponent cannot hurt you. So like the tactic is to block, wait for them to hit you 3 times, attack back, block, wait for them to hit you 3 times, attack back, let it repeat till your energy points are filled up, or evolution points are filled up to use a special attack. At that point, you use it once they're near you, and you attack them and beat them. Yeah. So it's at the same time it can be either the easiest or the hardest boss in the game, or even the only boss in the game. The final boss has there's like not even 12 evolutions you can fight, but like the final boss is just it's the same boss over and over again. Like it's not hard at all. But yeah, like the game did not think about it too much. Like they did get the characters how they act perfectly, except for Biyomon. I think they fucked up with Biyomon because she's acting like a bitch. But everything they have blah. I'm trying to talk here. The comedy, there's comedy in the game as well. Like they have a sense of humor. Like Tenomon's reason for joining the tournament is because they're raising like the bills for where you live, and it's like, what the hell? Why do they have specific bills in the digital world? Aren't they like wild animals? So that was kind of funny, and yeah, but in addition to that, I kind of also wish they added a little bit more characters, as I mentioned before. Like, I am serious here, I wish there are DLCs. I hope there are DLCs in this game. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say, and it really couldn't come as long as I thought it was going to be. I can't really show much gameplay because I don't have anything to record, so bear with me that what I'm saying is true. But eventually, hopefully in the future, I will either do a playthrough or a review of this game, and I'll have something to record it with. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm just hoping that it'll be possible. But with that said, that is basically my first impression of the game. Would I recommend it for anyone? I would not recommend it for people trying to get into the Digimon series, but I would recommend it for Digimon fans, definitely. Like, if you want to get into the Digimon series, I'd say watch the show. Like, that's how I got into it, and that's why I love Digimon more than Pokemon. So watch the show, then get the game. I want to add during this recording here that if you still want to get into the Digimon series through the games, I would recommend playing Digimon World 3 or Digimon World 2003, it's called in Europe, first. It's a really good Digimon game and it captures everything perfectly. So play that one first if you actually want to get into the games. And with that said, yeah, I've been Blazef, and I'll see you next time.